people of YouTube, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing alright. Yeah, so I can't believe I'm making this video. 100 subscribers. It's not something I ever thought about. I would be getting like that many subscribers, especially in such a short time. I think I only started like making videos about 3 or 4 months ago. So I was just surprised that anyone came and watched my videos, to be honest. But yeah, so what I thought I'd do is a bit of a 100 subscriber special. Nothing too fancy. I'm not doing any challenges or anything like that. So I think a lot of people have been asking me about doing a game room tour. So I think I might just do a quick blast round, show everyone like roughly what I've got, and then eventually I'll be doing like collection videos where I'll just like actually just do, just like I did the Amiga one the other day. I'll just like do one like part of my collection at a time, so we can actually discuss like a bit of my feelings about each of the systems, why I started collecting them, and where it all came from, if I played it before or if not. So yeah, so another part of it, obviously, I don't know if you've all noticed, but I'm a bit of an animal lover. I've got like a few cats, few dogs. So Icky, come in. I thought I'd come and show. Oh. Thought I'd let the dog say hello. I think you've all seen Kitty, which is my small one. She's been on the videos a few. Oh, Cammy, come on, Cammy. So here's Cammy. So she's named Okami, which is named after the PlayStation 2 game of the same name. So yeah, she's my old dog. She's 11 years old, and yeah, I love her so much. We actually rescued her about 5 or 6 years ago. Someone put her in the bin. I can't believe it. But yeah, she's soft as oat. This one. She's always by my side on the videos, but she's not one to show her face like the other one. The other one's she's a bit younger. We've had her from a pup, and she's like absolutely maniac. Like everyone says how well behaved she is in the videos. No, this is what she's normally like. She's showing the true colours now, aren't you, Kitty? Yeah, so the amount of times I've had to redo videos because of these two. Woofing in the background and everything like that. So yeah, tip, don't have animals on your show. But because of that fact, I'm going to say few recommendations for some channels that enjoy having their animals on the channel. So first up is Nath Retro. Nath 1, sorry, hang on, what is it? Nath Retro 1. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, he's just had the ultimate pickup recently. He's just picked up a little puppy himself. So he's in for a treat. Idam Games, mate. So yeah, like I'll put little videos of like them with their animals on the background. So who's next? Who's Colonis del Toro? I should have wrote it down. Dolores. Yeah, he's a cat lover as well, like me, but his poor cat's had a few issues, just like one of my cats did, who sadly passed away last year. But hopefully yours is on the mend by the sound of it. And yeah, I've just recently found out that I unsubscribed you, mate, so sorry about that, mate. So back on it again, watching your videos. And next up, we've got Pete Old School Variety Face. So yeah, I've been following him for a couple of years now, and his content is unreal. he puts so much effort into his videos, so because of that he only puts up one every so often, whenever he feels like it. He's got a bit of a story art at the beginning of some of his videos, which is a lot of fun to watch, and proper like, well, a lot of variety in his channel, as the name suggests. But again, he's only got like about 150 subscribers, which is crazy. Like, I've just seen it slowly build up, but just nothing like what I've seen other channels do. So I suggest everyone go over to his channel, and he's got a secondary channel as well, which is a bit less crazy, a bit more sophisticated, which is the what is it, something reseller. Again, I'll put the link down below, which is something a bit like how I do my car boot videos, which is but he goes for like charity shops and everything like that, and explains like how, like what things are worth and what to look out for, and he'll show his sold listings as well. So it's really good fun and nice. Well, it's good to actually learn. I've learned a lot. Again, I know what to look out for when I'm going car booting to hopefully maximise my eBay selling now. So again, like I've said in the past, I'm trying to like self-fund the collection by going to the car boots, and it would be just nice to have a bit of extra money on the side. So yeah, if you or know anyone else who's got any, like, has any channels with like the animals as well as like pickups and stuff like that, let me know, and I might do another animals and collectors special in the future. So it can be dogs, cats, hamsters, goldfish. Sorry about that. Hamsters or goldfish or woofing dogs. Just let me know, and if you've got one yourself, go on camera, show your animals off. I'd love to see it. So yeah, thanks to everyone who subscribed, and yeah, I'll be seeing you. Cheers, bye. Hello. Yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick game room tour, since a lot of people have been asking about doing this. So yeah, I would rather do a few collection videos, mainly because I get to talk about some of the systems in depth and the reason why I collect for them and what I think is good to look out for and what I'm looking for myself, I suppose. But yeah, so generally this is like my big PlayStation wall, I guess. See if we can get it all in. As you can see, I've got PlayStation 1 at the top, PlayStation 2 taking up the majority of it, PlayStation 3, which is a small part of my collection, and my PlayStation 4, which is getting quite big now. But yeah, so I'll be doing a PlayStation 1 collection this weekend, hopefully. But yeah, so here's my guitars that I have. This is my personal collection. I'd like to talk about this one quickly, which is the one that's been released recently, the Guitar Hero Live guitar. This is absolutely my favourite guitar. It feels such good quality, and what makes it good as well is you've got two rows, so it makes you feel like you're actually doing some of the chords when you're playing the game. And it's not all coloured plastic like the old ones. Not that there wasn't fun, but I just think it makes it more of a guitar-like experience. It's just a shame that they ruined the game by putting rubbish music on it. But yeah, so here's my Amiga collection. Big Sonic Mania statue. Again, one of my favourite genres, especially growing up, was the rhythm games. So here's a few more big boxes of that. Guitar Hero for the DS, which is holding up my PlayStation's boxes. Yeah, it's a few collector's editions up here. My Interactor, which I got from the car boot for a couple of quid, which is really cool, but yet to have played it yet, or used it, should I say. Again, more collector's editions. Pink PlayStation 2 with a bag up there, which is pretty cool. My Hyperboy, which I actually had as a kid, which you slot the Game Boy in the top and it makes it turn into like a little miniature arcade. I never realised that was a Japanese exclusive thing, and when a lot of people started doing videos again, they was talking about that big magnifying Game Boy, I can't remember what it's called, and I was thinking, no, this is the cool one. But yeah, so going to then my handheld collection, which these are all my Game Boy and GBA and Game Boy Color all mixed in together. No rhyme or reason there. I suppose I need to sort that out one day. Yeah, so here's my Vita, PSP, my Orange Juice, Mr. Bad. Sorry, it's nothing as exotic as watermelon juice today, but I need to be hydrated. My magazines that I picked up recently, I've got loads of retro gamers, which are all downstairs and everything. Yeah, so this is my gaming setup, what I play up here at least anyway. So I've actually got my Dreamcast and a few other things downstairs, and I have like Retro Freak, which I can play all HD downstairs. But yeah, so I've got my like nice PVM that I got again fairly recently. I got this from a car boot for I think it was £4 with a screen and PlayStation, which awesome thing here. I think what are we playing here? Raiden at the moment. Not sure if everyone knows what this is, but this is an all-in-one PlayStation 2 unit. So it's a TV, Bravia TV with a PlayStation 2 as that bottom bit. So it's all attached. And this only came out, I think, in England. I don't even think it was European either. And it was a Richer Sounds exclusive. So again, this was a Gumtree pickup. This is my only Gumtree pickup I've ever had, if anyone remembers that. So yeah, here's my few game consoles that I've got set up at the moment. I will be adding more to that, but I'm just a bit lazy at the moment. Here's my beanbag that I usually sit on to play my games and record most of my videos. And as what a lot of people have seen in the past videos, here's my Xbox 360 collection. So I've probably got about 650 to 700 games in this collection, which probably doesn't, well, it sounds like a lot, but as a full collection of Xbox games doesn't sound too much. But when you factor in I don't have many like NBA games or FIFA games or anything like that, the only reason why I would have a FIFA game is if it's got a slipcover like this one. So again, that's the only reason why I'd have sort of like sports games, or like if it's sort of like semi-rare, hard to find, like the Handball 16 or something like that. So I'll probably talk about all that when I do an actual 360 collection video. Band Hero, a great game, great with all your friends, like someone on the drums, someone like the singing and everything like that. Super Mario and the Super Mario clock that I've got there that I used to have as a kid. I got that from a car boot a few years ago, which is pretty cool. And my Mario DS holder, a Retro Freak, which is such a cool console. You can play so many games and it's just there ready to play. And if you play like any Japanese games, you can put like patches on them so you can actually understand what it's saying. My Wii collection, Wii Big Box collection and Wii U, and a couple of Nintendo 64 games thrown in my only box one, so I've not got anywhere. It's not enough of a collection to put them anywhere yet. So so my DS games, 3DS, some of my this is one of my favourite systems, to be honest. So many cool games on it. What shall we see next? GameCube, Game Boy loose games, which some of them are actually from the boxes, but I've got them there just ready to go. My Wii games, which a lot of people diss the Wii, but there's actually a lot of good games on this system, and some that are actually quite rare and hard to find. My Wii collection, Wii console collection, which I have a stack more of these somewhere, but these are sort of like bookends at the moment. But yeah, basically, it's for me, I just find it a lot more easier to get like a Wii bundle for £5 and trade all the Wii remotes in, because you only got like a couple of extra quid, but you've had to leave the Wii behind, and it's just a lot of hassle. So Wii U collection and my newly acquired Saturn stuff. This is my NES loose games, which are all NTSC, well, majority NTSC, because that's the best way to play them at the moment, and I've already done the PAL collection, so I'm not doing that again. Atari 2600, one of my favourite systems, and this is actually a system that I actually have. So this is the noise that you guys hear when it's a bit of scratching. She just likes to bury herself and put herself to bed. Yeah, so here's my Atari. So these half of these games are actually my own games from when I was a kid. It's the only system I have like stuff from a child. So that's really cool to actually have something from my childhood. My system games, Mega Drive games, system I'm trying to collect up a decent size collection for again. Super Famicom, loving this system. It's like I'm just learning about collecting all over again. Sometimes when you do PAL system collections, it's you get to know everything because you've either known it growing up or you've just researched the hell out of it. But it's like learning something like about gaming all over again when you're looking at the Japanese collections systems. And here's my Dragon Quest games for the normal Famicom. I got that really cheap. I think it was like 20 quid for that bundle. And I will be collecting SNES games again, but there will only be ones that never came out in Japan, which surprisingly Killer Instinct never did, Legend never did, Pop and Twinbee did, but that was £10 from CX, so I couldn't really leave that behind. So yeah, that is just a quick overview, even though it's probably like 10 minutes long, of my collection. What do you think? What system would you like to see me do a collection video on next? As I say, I'm going to be doing PlayStation next, but is there anything that you would like to see after that, sooner than later? Yeah, so thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Cheers, bye.